watching Greg eat waffles.
Could be something in there. You never know. It cuts really fast.
We know nothing's going to happen to him when you're there.
I know, but like, you know, the scene can change in a minute. But...
He said that he heard these people outside of his house at night. God.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Daniel, is this the right address?
Daniel. How are you?
Hi, Alex.
I wasn't really expecting you to come over here today.
Oh, well. It's been a pretty long drive from Providence. Do you mind if I use the bathroom real quick? Is that okay?
It's up there and to the left.
Alright, just before we get into this.
That's my friend. I wasn't expecting him to come over here soon. I was going to tell you about him before. He runs this one blog called Project Egypt, and he is helping us out find information on the Atlantic test site, and so I asked him to see what he could make out with our situation at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah.
Does he need to does he have somewhere to stay?
I honestly have no idea. Oh shit. Do you know if the scene skipped between them?
No, it looks like they're still eating waffles.
You told me that you had something to tell me in person.
Right, sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt at a bad time. I came as soon as... Okay.
We're watching Greg eat waffles. Take a seat, dude.
Alright, well, I do have some important information for you. That is why I'm here. Now, while all this was going on with you guys, I know you have a lot on your hands, so I did a little bit more digging, and I was looking on the Darknet.
Oh. Cool.
What?
You know about?
What's the Darknet?
Well,
it's like, it was originally created for oppressive governments where they control information, and what happens is you basically get a computer and you can set it up to hook yourself into the Darknet, and what that is, people will take information that the government might want to control, and they can post it into the Darknet. So your computer's got encrypted information on it, so you don't know what's on there. But it could be anything of anybody's information that's been posted. And basically what happens is, so then your computer's a node, and then there's other nodes that have the rest of the information. And when somebody comes in to look something up, it replicates the information across the nodes, so there's duplicates of it. Which means that basically what happens is it makes it really easy to look up information, but it makes it extremely hard for the government or anyone to destroy the information.
How do you access that?
Some of them you have to be tunneling and stuff like that. You need to be running some you need to be dancing with your protocols.
that's essentially what I did. Yes. Thank you. That's.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it any better. Looking for this version of yours, I was looking in government documents, and well, comes to be that there is no Detective Ansel, any agent or otherwise in the government at least. So I went searching a little bit more, and what I ended up finding was the Ansel family tree. Now there's, in the 1800s, an Augustus Ansel that was the Grand Minister of a group called the Novus Ordo Europa, or otherwise known as the New Order of Europe. Now, they were stationed in Hamburg, Germany, but they aren't around, today. So I went a little bit more searching into this society itself, and I found that the Ansel family is in the registry for their society all the way up until the 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it just stops right there. Their family line, there's nothing, no records of them at all. But the organization didn't disband until around the 1950s, 1958 to be precise.
Which organization?
The Novus Ordo Europa, the New Order.
Yeah.
Now, another interesting thing while I was looking at this registry that I found was the Rainwood family also popped up in this registry of this society.
Isn't that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It has to be
exactly.
the same exact name of the Rainwoods around in this area, it seemed to be. Now, they date back around the same time as the Ansels in the around 1890, and they cut out of the registry at the same exact time as the Ansel family in the 1930s. So, I found that to be a little bit
So
of an interesting
they
coincidence.
both just
Now, this was the same exact time that Kaufman's tablet was stolen from the British Museum, from their archives. Both families just cut out from the registry. This tablet was stolen. And the thing was, this organization didn't disband until 1958.
so it's not that the organization band, they left on their own.
They left on their own around the same time as this other event, and the organization decided to disband for whatever reason around the same time as the Princeton experiments, coincidentally. Now, the most interesting thing I think came out of this is that both families happen to be in this organization, so there's some connection there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this detective of yours, I don't know what you told him of recently.
I haven't told him anything. Last time anyone talked to him, it was Chris at the police station.
Did he happen to say anything particular that might stood out for you?
I can't tell you
Right.
what we talked about.
Regardless, the point being, this detective of yours, not really a detective, I would not trust him. He's not to be trusted. And both families have not been telling you
The whole truth.
the whole truth.